Alright, here with Colton. We just got the boat. We are so it's about, what do you say, about 4:30, something like around there. Probably about 4:30. We're gonna go out on the pond in the boat and see if we can't hook up into some fish. Let's go. Just got out on the boat. We're gonna rig up real quick and then we'll start fishing. I think I'm gonna start out with one of them trick worms, the bubblegum color. What do you think you're gonna start out with? He's gonna start out with the Senko, 5-inch Senko. Get back with you with some fish. I just hooked up into the first one, just a little one. But our tournament today is gonna be the most, who catches the most. But first one, he's still rigging up with one of the Senkos. I'll throw this one back. See if we can't get any more. All right, Colton got his first one on the Senko. About the same size as mine. Just gonna let that one go. So I just switched over to the trick worm. Just caught another one. This thing's got a stomach on him. Not a bad one. We're gonna throw him back. Colton just hooked up into his second one. A little bit bigger than the other one he caught. Colton just hooked up into his third fish. Little one.
What's the hook at? I didn't see it in there.
Colton just hooked up into his fourth one. It's a little better than most of them. Oh man. Look at this. Something's got a hold of that one. Decent one though. So this is the next day. Whenever I did the tournament, I had family things to do. So me and Colton are heading to the pond right now and going to get the boat, get out of the water. But we're gonna finish up that tournament, seeing who can catch the most. But I'll see you whenever I get out there. Just got out on the boat with Colton. We're gonna start this tournament right now. See who catches the most. So we'll get back with you with the first fish. But the score for now is 4-2. Colton winning. Caught the third one for me on the trick worm. Colton just hooked up into his fifth fish on the Senko, little bitty one. I just hooked up in my fourth fish, just a little dink. Using the bubblegum trick worm. A little tore up. Colton hooked up to a freaking toad. Sixth fish for him.
PB.
It's personal best apparently. Just sucked up into my fifth one. It's a little better than what we've been catching. Gonna put him back in the water and get back to more. Just tied it up 6-6 with this dink. Colton just hooked up in probably the best one for this tournament. It's a decent one, probably about a pound, maybe a little over.
No, mommy.
Colton just ticked up into his, what, seventh fish? Eighth fish. I got 6. All he's been using today, well, on this tournament, was a Senko. I've been using a Senko and a trick worm. I think I'm going to switch over to a baby brush hog though. So Colton's been using the Senko on this tournament. I've been using a Senko, a trick worm, and now I'm going to switch over to the baby brush hog. See how that does, and we'll get back with you with some more fish. Very first cast with the brush hog, caught this one. It's pretty close. It's 7 to 8, but we're gonna release this one. See if we can't get any more. So I probably just hooked up in the biggest one today. I'm about to show you guys the real deal. It's freaking huge, ain't it? It's all about the angle, right? Fills the screen. No, this thing is tiny. This is 8 to 8 actually. So we're tied up. Let's see who catches the next one. Colton just hooked up into his 9th fish. It's a little bitty thing, ain't it? So this is the biggest one for the day. Colton just caught on the Senko. He had to switch over to his bait caster because the other one broke, but we're gonna weigh this one. .24 pounds. It's a decent one. Alright, just caught my 9th one. Colton's caught 10. I caught him right over here in these weeds. Just dropped the fish. But while Colton's trying to get him and give me it, I am going to release him now because I just got him back. Well, Colton was wondering if he would ever be able to find out that he could feel the fish on his bait caster if it was a dink. Well, I just told him he could.
Number 10?
Yeah, number 10. Colton just hooked up another 12th one. It's a little one, but about a pound, maybe under. I switched over to the bait caster. Got a chatterbait with a paddle tail swim bait on there. We're gonna try to catch some on that. This water is pretty muddy, so chatterbaits work pretty good in muddy water, and so does lighter baits or darker baits. But we're gonna see if we can't catch any more and try to get out there and get some bigger ones. Let's try it. I'm not really getting time to fish here. Colton over here is catching crap out of him. Number 12 for him on his next cast after that last one. Switched up to a crankbait. Just caught my 10th fish. Colton's up to 12. He's pulling ahead a little bit, but number 10. Colton with his 13th fish. He said he was feeling it, that there was like a fish feeling that there was a fish over here by this dock. There apparently was. Well, caught another one on the crankbait. Crappie. Don't count, but that's the second crappie I've caught on this crankbait. So, they just stocked this pond with crappie like 4 months ago, and they were really small, but they're getting pretty big. We're gonna let this guy go. The crankbait I'm using, I think it dives 5 foot maybe. It's orange, black, and yellow. I don't know, I think it represents a crawfish, but it works pretty good. Colton just caught the smallest one we got today. Number 13, I guess. Nice release. Just caught my 11 fish on the crankbait. Caught them about 4 or 5 foot in front of the boat. But next one. Number 14 for Colton. Little anchor danker. Gotta call it quits for today. Colton caught 14 bass. I caught 10 or 11, and 1 crappie. But he won the tournament. We're heading back to the vehicles right now. Gonna go put the boat up. And yeah, he caught all his today on the Senko. I caught mine on the brush hog, trick worm, and trick. In this tournament, I caught some on the crankbait, trick worm, Senko. What else? I think that's all. You guys saw what I used. But stay tuned for some more outdoor adventures, and thank you all for watching. Subscribe